Hey guys, Kev here, and I have an unboxing to do for you. So I have a couple boxes here I'm super excited about. Some higher end stuff I just got in, and some stuff I've been really interested in checking out, and one that I've had before in hand for a day or so, but convinced myself I wasn't going to buy because it was so expensive. And then recently I just was like, I could get one, and I traded some things and I got cash and this back. And I mean, come on, you got to do the deal. So let's start with that, I guess, right? This right here, guys, is a Holt Haptic. I had one in on loan for my buddy Alex. Great dude. And I really liked it. It's a flipper only, which these days is not preferred, but the action was incredible. His was like plain titanium with, I think, blue accents or purple hardware, one or the other. And he was selling it, so I could have bought it. He was offering it for like $920, and I kind of facilitated a deal with somebody else. And I just didn't get it because I told myself, like, you don't need this. You know, it's a $1,000 knife. That's crazy. I would have never dreamed when I started really getting into collecting a year ago that I would have a fucking Holt in my hand that's worth $1,000. And on the secondary, you know, they go for $1,200. They used to go for like $2,000, but I think it's settled down a bit. Anyway, the unboxing knife is the Haptic Shadow Ranger, the greatest EDC knife of all time. Hey, look at that, locked up. So yeah, guys, I can't believe it. I actually put this in my pocket to carry it out to lunch today so I could do this. I am all about the channel, guys. So I did a trade with my buddy Sruli. You guys might, if you've been with the channel long enough, you might remember Sruli from the early days. He lent me a Skaha 2 and I think a Microtech SOCOM Elite. And just a good dude I met on Reddit, and you know, we were talking about a trade. It never happened. And then we just started chatting, and he said he'd send me some knives. And then I saw him in like a want to buy thread or want to trade thread on Reddit the other day. And I was just like, hey dude, how's it going? Like, you know, I just wanted to catch up, and we got talking, and I ended up trading him 3 knives. So I traded him a Vero full-size Impulse. I traded him a Vero mini Impulse, which was the belt satin. I still have the hand satin one I bought off Jake. And then I traded him the Sharp by Design Evo Typhoon. And I got back a Holt Haptic in S90V, Sea Breeze, whatever pattern. And I got like $150 on top. So we did it at table pricing. So we didn't, you know, do all this crazy, what are you getting for your knife thing? Because both of these, all of those knives go for more than they're worth, and it's a whole thing. So we just stuck the table, and I think it was a fair deal all around. I would do it again because I was probably going to move those knives anyway. Even though my reasoning for the Sharp by Design would be it's flipper only, and this is flipper only, but this, guys, is a Holt Blade Works Haptic of my own. So I've already done an unboxing of this knife. So you have your adjustable detent system thingy-mabobber. You have a Holt Haptic card. You have the card that tells you what this knife is all about, which is awesome. You like scan it, and then you have all these stickers, okay? Then you have a flap, and then this baby is just sitting under there looking at you. Hey man, I'm a $900 knife. Come and play with me after you just ate Wendy's with your greasy ass hands, Kev. Well, okay, I will. Now, guys, I don't plan on, like, abusing this knife, but I do plan on carrying it and stuff. Like, I don't want to be a bitch about it. I just traded for a $1,000 knife. I don't have safe queens, so, and I'm not too nice to my knives. Like, I scratch them and shit, so we'll see how that goes. But look at this thing, all plain tie, sea breeze pattern. That's what they call this, kind of like swirly lines. They have another one that's more straight. I forget what they call that one. Very straightforward. Let's see how she flips. Okay, so it's not as droppy as the one I had. I think it's kind of breaking in now, though. I mean, it's definitely dropping. It's not like I need to shake it or anything. But the other one just kind of fell shut all the way down. It was more, I don't know, the other one I had was more tactile, I think. Like, the sounds were different. I think it was just because it was in that packaging. It's now kind of breaking in. And you guys know me, I'll probably attempt a disassembly of this knife. It looks pretty straightforward to me. It looks like you just have the pivot screw, and then you have 2 body screws, right? And the clip is mounted from the inside. It looks like everything's pretty straightforward. I will say the detent on this one feels a slight bit lighter than the one I had, and I like that, because that one was at the cusp of being a little strong, and it like got a little bit tiring on my finger after a while. This one, I could probably sit here and do this all day. Absolutely no blade play. It's a rock. Feels really good in hand. Has a very has a good grip to it. I don't think the one I had in was a Sea Breeze. I think it was the other version, which was kind of less grippy. It fits perfectly in my hand like this, like literally like a glove. I said all this before, but obviously this one's mine, so I'm like more excited. I am wondering if I can tune this a little bit, but I mean, look at that. It's just not doing the straight fall, right? It's kind of working its way down, and it's not like it's, you know, it's not bad or anything. It's going all the way without any work, but I've seen better on these, so we'll see if I can adjust it at all. But yeah, when I take it apart, we can mess with that, or I could probably just put a drop of schnizzle on each side. You will see here S90V steel on this bad boy, so that's a difference between the one I had. And I think the one I had, the hardware was all anode, which, if I'm being 100% honest, I think I prefer having the ano on the hardware. I don't necessarily want ano on my scales. Now, I've been talking to Jake, my buddy, right, Bearded Gear, and he's hunting one of these as well. I think he has one lined up, and his is like all blurple, so the whole knife is blurple. And you know, I was talking to him, like, maybe I would trade it, because I know he would probably prefer this. But I don't know, I kind of like the idea of S90V, and I don't know if I want a full blurple knife. Like, if the hardware was blurple, I'd probably be all about it. But we'll see how that goes. This edge is absolutely magnificent. I mean, it's basically a mirrored edge. It is a mirrored edge. I mean, it's freaking really nice, guys. This thing is just really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my pocket right now. Yeah, it rides in there really well. This is a knife I don't think I'd be afraid to carry in my front left. I'd probably prefer that to keep it protected a little more, because I'm pretty ruthless on my back pocket. And this detent, it's not just gonna accidentally flop out in my pocket like some knives would, you know. I do really like that it has a liner lock. That really adds to it for me, because as a lefty, I can manipulate this just as well. Obviously, I don't have the lock bar where I can do this and let it kind of fall. But, you know, it's almost as good doing this, you know. So, yeah, guys, that's just a quick look at my Holt Haptic, guys. How cool is that? Dead nuts on the centering. Yeah, I'm just excited to have one of these in the collection. It was totally worth those 3 knives to me. I mean, I have another mini Impulse. I have the Synapse Gen 2, which is now my favorite Vero. And I have the XL Synapse still, and the Isotope on pre-order. And that Evo Typhoon was cool. But again, flipper only, and I don't know, just that flipper tab was a little obnoxious. It wasn't something I was going to carry a lot, as gorgeous as it was. So I just think this is a better move for me personally, more my size. This is something I could EDC every day, as well as just take to really nice events. I mean, it's just a really good overall offering here from Holt. I'd love to check out a Spectre one day, but you know, that's kind of a whole nother spiel because they don't make it anymore. So yeah, guys, just a quick look at my new Holt Haptic here, guys. Absolutely excited. If you can't tell, I'm jibber jabber and ranting and raving. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.